Hello and welcome to lulydoo.com. I'm the professor and I've got Randolph. He's the remote, rambunctious relative of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I got it right that time. All right. This is a great project that you build at home or in the class using just a few basic household supplies. Now, when you build this or any project, always experiment with new and different ways of putting it together and using different supplies that you have. The sky's the limit, and remember, always have fun. What do you think? Isn't this cool? Randolph. He's a red-nosed reindeer too. So it's getting near Christmas time, and we've started to make things like reindeers here. This is the first reindeer I've ever made, and this was very simple, the basic part of it. And then I spent quite a bit of time dressing Randolph up. I'll show you later. I did some interesting things with the masking tape to try to make him look like he has fur. But this is a pretty simple project. So there's Randolph. Let me show you how you could make a very basic version at home or in the class. So look at this. This is just a basic water bottle, and you could use a bigger one like I did for Randolph there. I took 4 straws, and then I cut them down, and if you look right here, you can see I simply taped them to the side, and then that's it. I mean, it already kind of has the shape of a deer or a Randolph or the red-nosed reindeer. And so once you've done that, what I did, look at this right here. Let me show you that. I just took a little scrap piece of cardboard, and I put some tape on it here, cut it out. We're going to tape it on the front there. Look at that. It already looks kind of like a little reindeer. And for some eyes, here's a simple technique. Let me show you this. If you take a piece of tape and you wad it up, kind of with the sticky side out, I'm going to take that, and you're going to put it right on the front. Look at that. We'll get one more. I'm going to do one more here. I'm going to wad it up. Stick it on the front. So there you go. And let's say your kids are a little bit older and you want to spend a little bit more time on it. You could get some paint and paint it, or you could cover it in tape real carefully like you always see me doing, and then use markers on it. It's your project, so definitely have fun. But there's a little mini version, little mini reindeer. So let me pull Randolph out here. So what I did with Randolph is exactly what you just saw me do there, except for the legs, because he's bigger. I took 3 straws and I taped them together, and then I taped them on the sides. And then when I was done and I had the legs on and then the main plastic container here, I completely covered it in a masking tape. I cut some antlers out that I liked, and I tried a couple of different variations. So if you look at the antlers here, to get the shapes I liked, I taped those on, and then I made some little ears. I just took a piece of paper, covered it in masking tape, and cut it to the shape there and sort of bent it and attached it. And then the unique thing, the neat thing that I tried, and this took me a long time to get it how I wanted it to look, was I cut, I'd like you to see this here, I cut, it must have been 1,000 little triangles out of masking tape. And then I started, if you look here, on the bottom, and then I just started to overlap. Look at these little pieces here. All these little triangles. And let me get these ones out of the way. And if you look there, you can see Randolph looks like he has kind of reindeer fur kind of drooping down all over his body. And that was difficult. Let me tell you, I don't know if I'll ever do something with 1,000 little triangles trying to emulate hair. But it looks cool. It really does. So once I was done and I had his whole body now covered with the fur triangle tape stuff that I did, I colored the whole thing with this. See that? Brown and tan markers. And I gave it a kind of a brownish look, and I tried to add streaks to it so it looked like real hair. And look on the back here. This is my son's idea. Just use a cotton ball for his tail. That's cool, huh? And then his nose, obviously, it's red because he's a distant relative of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And the last part, let me show you this, is his mouth. And you've seen me do this before, and I've been doing a lot of my creatures with kind of animated-looking mouths. And what I do is just take a piece of tape here, and if you look down here, twist it up. See that? And if you twist it real tight and you do a few layers of tape like that, You can shape it how you want. And then I stuck that on Randolph's little mouth. I stuck his little mouth on, and I colored it red too. So it was pretty easy, actually. And there you go. Voila! Randolph, the rambunctious distant relative of Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. All right. You can find instructions for this and other fun projects on my section at lulydoo.com, the professor's project page. You could also see what other people are building by going to our photo and video project sections. And if you join lulydoo.com today, you could share your projects with me and the rest of the world. It's free. And remember, always have fun.